I hope you all are ready. I hope you're ready for cannabis, cash, and coffee. That's what we're doing today, showing you how to level up in the best 1 hour of your day. We've got TWP Popcorn on as a guest. He's going to help you. He's an indoor grow content extraordinaire.
And he's a pro at using Buy Me a Coffee to run his business just like you would off of any other web page on Wix or Google sites. He's using Buy Me a Coffee to run his business
Well, wait a
and
minute. Buy
making
me a
money doing it.
coffee. Buy me a coffee is like Patreon, just so that you know. He is making money doing it, but buy me a coffee is like Patreon, only better. It's not nearly as complicated. So we're going to go through that. We're going to show you how how TWP Popcorn is using it for cannabis, cash, and coffee. We'll show you how we're using it as well. This today, let's see. I would say Patreon users beware, okay? Just get ready to jump ship. Let's go into our 5 minute story time because if you're watching live, we appreciate you. If you're watching on the replay, you know what to do. Let's say you're watching from Jamaica, like the amazing M&G.
Hey,
Uh,
hey.
yes, hello, hello. Then of course, watch now, watch later. But if you're watching live, put in hashtag the home team, like Coach Mary Ma. She's from Cameroon. She's in Canada right now, but hey, she's in there. Hey there, Popcorn NFG. So happy to have you. Put in hashtag the home team because if you want to know what's popping, there's two giveaways today. And right now, the 5 minute story time is what's popping. We got TWP Popcorn Live.
All right. I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
I'm his wife, LaQuita Marie.
Together, we let you into our life live every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we usually start with a 5 minute story.
Now, of course, we're here today on nutritional wealth and nutritional health and business wealth. It all works together though, because you want your nutrition to be your wealth. Now, DJ he has provided our music for today. So he is in the background putting in hashtag the home team. I didn't want to miss that because buy me a coffee, y'all. DJ is using it for cannabis, cash, and coffee. So we've got a lot of folks in here. We're going to show you how it's done.
And compositions.
Compositions, yes.
Mhm.
Cannabis, cash, coffee, and compositions is what DJ is doing. So y'all keep putting in hashtag the home team.
So today's 5 minute story is right up our DJ is and TWP Popcorn's alley.
I'm gonna turn the music up.
It's a personal story that involves yours truly, and it recently happened to me, and it involves a little bit of THC. You see, cannabis has been demonized for years as something that only potheads smoke and get high, sit on the couch, watch movies, snack, and gain weight, or in these days and times, sit around and play the Xbox all day. But for years, for centuries, it's been known to have great medicinal use as a painkiller. You can rub the THC oil in for arthritis. You can women in certain societies will actually chew cannabis as part of their childbirth process to decrease the to help with the labor pain. So there's all sorts of medicinal uses for people that have ADHD. They might have multiple sclerosis. There are all sorts of things that the THC in cannabis can help and has great medicinal purposes, even epilepsy. However, THC has also been known to be a good remedy for nausea. You
Hmm.
see, a few weeks ago, some of you might not have realized, but I was very, very sick. And I found myself in the hospital with extreme nausea and hyperemesis.
So if some of y'all
That's
were
the Queen
wondering
Marie. You
why
want to
I
tell them what
was
hyperemesis is?
if some of y'all are wondering why I was on screen alone, yeah, Corey was on a sick bed, and it was just a matter of hyper, meaning excessive, emesis, meaning bringing things up from your stomach out back out to where it started. A lot of that.
A lot of that was going on. So a friend of mine and who not a friend of mine named Lance, he actually
Not
kept
DJ Vince.
not DJ Vince,
Okay, because
not
DJ Vince is rocking. And Bougie Prepper is a fire starter, but not them.
but not, a friend of mine named Lance was reminding me that he said, you might want to try a little bit of CBD or THC
Well,
because
DJ
that's good
is
for
uses it.
nausea.
Yeah, he says he uses it for nausea whenever he gets sick, and he grows it, so he has his own, plants
So
for medicine.
Laquita had bought me some, and so I took a dropper full as prescribed by the box that of the product that was purchased. And we purchased it from a locally owned pharmacy, People's Pharmacy, right here in Virginia. Great people.
They make their own blend. It is a strong blend. So let's just say, for example, A bougie prepper is somebody that makes a lot of things and she creates and she shows you how to create those things. She doesn't have a pharmaceutical license. So, if we bought something from her, we couldn't tell you about it. I mean, we might later. But, anyways, People's Pharmacy, we featured them on this channel before. There was a great interview where there were a lot of questions being asked. And the doctor, Dr. Peoples, she was there live answering those questions. And so when I went there to the pharmacy, People's Pharmacy, she said, we have this special blend. It's better than the gummies. It's better than some of the blends you'll get from anywhere else, and it's stronger. So I brought it home.
So I took my dropper full of THC, and needless to say, I found myself still in the hospital with hyperemesis. And I went through a battery of tests. They tested my insides, my outsides, my upside, my downside. You name it, I was tested in that way. IV fluids going in, blood coming out for blood tests, and the blood test revealed absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
The CTs, the X-rays revealed absolutely nothing. So my doctor, Dr. Patel, came in, and when I asked him where he was from, he said he was from India. He said, "Hello, Mr. Staten." He said, "The test that you took all came back negative." He said, "You don't have any type of cancer, no blockages, nothing serious is going on." He said, "However, one test came back positive to show that you are a smoker of the marijuana." And I said, "I'm a what?" He said, "Yes, you are a smoker of the marijuana. And smokers of the marijuana sometimes get too strong marijuana and they end up in the hospital and they have all this extreme hyperemesis. So are you a smoker of the marijuana?"
But wait a minute, because Gracie Carey Mission might have this question as well. How many dropperfuls? Because I told you all it was a stronger blend. I took it myself to see how it would affect Corey, how it would affect me, just so I would know as well.
I took a half a dropper full because
I think I took a whole dropper full.
I didn't
like 3 days in a row.
I'm very sensitive to medicine and trying new things because of my experiences with losing my sight 20 some years ago.
And I'm not. I sent now Gracie Carey Mission. I know you're from Kenya, right? I might be Kenyan. I might be Cameroonian, like Coach Mary Ma. I might be from Georgia, like Gail at Night. I don't know. All I know is that I have a high tolerance for substances of all kind, and so the THC.
Well, you just put yourself way out there. People are like substances of all kinds.
Look, y'all know I talk about my liquor. I have stopped drinking so much liquor because I realized that my lifeline was getting short. I was watching. This is just a short story within the story. We got to get a TWP popcorn.
Let me finish.
You got us giving out all our info. It's something about.
So Dr. Patel,
1 million users that make you tell all your business. Hey, Irene Zab, she's from Kenya too.
Dr. Patel.
Brampton Gardner from Canada too. Hey there.
But
okay, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Hey Rochelle.
Dr. Patel was convinced that I was a smoker of the marijuana. Now, me being in the hospital, time was mixing up. There were moments where I was delirious because I was dehydrated, and I was trying to think back. I said, "Well, I know I'm not a smoker of the marijuana." So I said, "Oh." So I said, "Dr. Patel, I know it is." I said, a pharmacist recommended that I try some THC drops.
Did you tell them it was a medical doctor?
I said a pharmacist.
But so they knew it wasn't like
right,
TWP popcorn or somebody just hand to hand helping us.
Yeah, I wasn't hand to hand herb hustling or anything. But I actually said, I took a half a dropper full, and I said, well, I didn't think it stayed down. And he said, "Okay." He said, "So you're sure that you're not a smoker of the marijuana?" I said, "How could I be mistaken that I'm a smoker of the marijuana or not?" I said, "No, I'm not a smoker of the marijuana." And so with that, he let me go. And then he said, "Just be careful." He said, "Next time you decide to use THC or any CBDs for any type of nausea, be careful." He said, "You might want to take less of a dropper full than you took before." He said, "But definitely beware and don't smoke the marijuana, but take the drops and take them very, very, very carefully."
You know what? Hurry up, because we got to get the TWP popcorn because he has more medical information than that doctor.
Hey, you got to straighten this out. That's why I told that story, because I want TWP to come in, straighten some of this information out, and talk about how he's straightening people out by helping them to become part of that 1 million user club for buy me a coffee.
Yeah, well, Brampton Gardner is the one saying it's not a smoker. You talking about smoking, it's her saying, So she's in Canada, y'all, with the wildfires. That's where the smoke is coming from. So definitely we are going to get right into our guest for today because he's talking about buy me a coffee. You can start your own virtual tip jar. Just, go to our link, start your page from there.
Today's special guest is an agriculturist of great acclaim. He is such a great agriculturalist that the botanist George Washington Carver himself would declare him king of Canada.
Hmm.
He is such a great he is such a great agriculturalist that the Farm Administration of the United States government is keeping their eye on him for him to head up the agriculture department himself. One day we might see this man as the head of the Food and Drug Administration as an advisor on how you can not only be a smoker of the marijuana, but you can use the marijuana for all sorts of medicinal purposes. He is his agricultural skills. He is actually the man that showed the Black Panther how to grow the heart-shaped herb. It's time for today's featured guest. It's none other than him. This the fab man himself, TW.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
We got that heart shaped herb for you, Corey. We're gonna rock with you.
He hold up the heart. Hey there, so good to have you here because we got folks popping in. We, of course, Brampton Gardner is here from Canada, saying the best intros ever. We also have Coach Mary Ma laughing, but DJ Vince Rockin is hanging with us today. We also have GT Jr. all the way from Alaska.
Hey, DJ Vince and DJ Is, what did the DJ name his son?
What did the DJ?
Eric.
You know what? We got Thicker Than a Snicker, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick.
Junior and Nicky is here.
What's going on, OCD-ish chick?
So here's my question, my first question for you, because Irene Zab is watching from Kenya. She has liked and shared, and thank you. We do appreciate that. Folks are tuning in. They're like 1 million users. How is this working? Because of course everybody's laughing. Corey Gill at night, GT Jr., DJ Is at your jokes, but we're trying to figure out 1 million users, right?
When I first saw that title, I said, dang, I said, TWP got 1 million users probably in his camp. Go ahead, son. But then I realized it was Buy Me a Coffee.
They're on the way. They're going to run into me someday.
They're on the way. So let's just give a quick overview for folks that don't know you. You are an indoor content grower. So cannabis is your thing. You love all plants, though. We have a lot of growers in the comments because you don't just grow cannabis, right? You're not just teaching courses on cannabis at a lounge in your area there in Missouri. You're also a gamer, so you've got all the cheat codes, and you're a gamer of life. You got all the cheat codes for life. You're like, look, let's make this thing easy. Let's move forward the way that we can. So I really love that. And so once you got started on Buy Me a Coffee, Felicia, let's say FR Humphrey. Hey, Felicia. Hi, Felicia. Felicia might say, wait a minute. So I need a website. I don't have a website. Or Micro Farmer. He's an author, right? He's got a book. He could actually sell his ebook on Buy Me a Coffee. Like, it's a platform for all kinds of creators, not just indoor content, not just indoor growers, not just farmers, not just people in Canada like Brampton, but for everyone. So tell us this: what is your sweet spot on Buy Me a Coffee? Because I've got your page here, just in case people are wondering, how do you use this? Just for people that are grass green and don't know anything about Buy Me a Coffee, what would you tell them?
Well, I mean, it's good because I post my Buy Me a Coffee link in all my YouTube content. So it's pinned in my comments, it's in the description, and then I pin it in the chat. So right there, when you come to my channel, you see how I've monetized myself by posting my link everywhere, so it's available. So if when you click on it, it's going to shoot you right to my Buy Me a Coffee site.
So I see here that we've got all the good stuff here. Buy Me a Coffee, they kind of have it set up for you so that you can create memberships, you can create posts. So this way, I know you have a Patreon as well. What would you say for Buy Me a Coffee versus Patreon? Which one is easier? Which one is more user friendly? Because Share with Love TV, she's from Nigeria, but she's right here in the States in Georgia. So she might be wondering, how user friendly is this?
Well, compared to the Patreon, since I've actually started off with Patreon when I first started my YouTube, and then I was introduced to Buy Me a Coffee later. I haven't went back to Patreon. Like my last post on Patreon was right before I started using Buy Me a Coffee. So it literally just came in and took right over because with Patreon, people know what they're expecting over there, and I wasn't quite used to that system. But using Buy Me a Coffee, I already worked easily with what I'm already doing. Because
Nice.
Patreon is more for the prepared side of things. Like you want to have your videos uploaded and posted to Patreon before you ever post it to YouTube.
Got
Because
it.
then that's the way that system works. Because with Patreon, they're like, okay, we like your content, but this is supposed to be special since it's pay-per-view.
Right. Okay. And then, speaking of your content, Brampton Gardner says we can grow 4 plants per household here in Ontario. And when I showed this picture of your
Yes, same thing
gallery,
in Virginia.
same thing here in Virginia. And when I showed your gallery on Buy Me a Coffee, GT Junior Grows at Alaska says those buds are looking good. So we got people here that know about growing, like Rambo Green Hands, right? We've got G Albert putting in hashtag the home team. So you all don't forget to continue to put that in. But we do want to ask you, while Mary Made Poju is telling everybody to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, we do want to ask you about the 1 million Buy Me a Coffee users. You always talk about Buy Me a Coffee on your live streams. You give us the cheat codes. How did you find out that they have 1 million users? Like, do you follow their emails? Are you using their app? How are you gaining information?
Well, actually, I learned about the 1 million users via my email because they send you a monthly Buy Me a Coffee update. So I'm in there every month because every time they make an update, it's an improvement to the site. So I want to know what I got now.
Speaking
So
of
it's like
improvements to the site,
they add into my superpower, so I got to know what I can do now.
right? Okay, so speaking of adding to the site, Rambo Greenhand says, "Did you say buds?" And Micro Farmer says, "Love your plants, bro. I'm an outdoor grower." So let's talk about that, your content, because Anania is in here saying hello, and she might be wondering about these 1 million Buy Me a Coffee users. So some of the things that you do, I know that, okay, you have all these different plants, Team DWC, Deep Water Culture, but you offer different commissions because Buy Me a Coffee added commissions. So now you are an indoor garden consultant. You are there's a pop-up promotion here where I see here Wax Wednesday. People can book all of these different things. So tell me about Wax Wednesday, because that's something that you've added so that you've kind of improved or added to the things you can do on Buy Me a Coffee,
Yeah,
right?
with Wax Wednesdays, it's a promotion I'm doing at the Cure Lounge here in Kansas City because Mo 3 passed, so we can have cannabis lounges. And part of that is they have events and courses. So I basically host a course on an introduction to concentrates, or AKA wax.
So wait a minute, Corey, you said he said Cure Lounge. We have a lounge here like that, but so can you explain to people that don't know what it means things are legalized, now we have lounges?
Yeah, a lot of states have legalized now at the state level. They've legalized the use of cannabis and marijuana and cannabis and marijuana products, but it's not something that you can just go around and just now the weed man can just stand on the corner and just hand to hand herb hustle just out in the open right in front of the cops and things like that. So what people have done is they've gotten smart about it, and they've created these exclusive lounges, kind of like the speakeasies back in the day of Prohibition. For those of you that study history, you had to pay to have a membership to be in this lounge, and part of the benefits of the lounge membership is that you get different access to different cannabis products, thereby making it that you're not out there illegally hustling herb. You're actually just participating in the legal benefits of being a member of that lounge. The best example I can give from my experience, because I've never been into an actual cannabis lounge. I actually went to
No, you already said in the 5 minute story time. The
Nah,
doctor
I
was
told you, he
like,
said I was a smoker of the marijuana, but I'm not a smoker of the marijuana. I have no judgment against those who are smokers of the marijuana because I
so
believe in the power of marijuana for medicinal
Micro
purposes.
Farmer is saying yes. So
But the cigar lounge I went to, I went in there as a visitor, got a one-time visitor's pass.
The loophole.
My friend Lance took me there for my birthday, and we bought a cigar. And I asked the guy, I said, "What's the benefits of membership?" He said, "Well, just like most other lounges," he said, "what you do is you can have a reserved table. You have an actual locker to store your, because it takes a lot to smoke cigars. You gotta have the cutters, the lighters. You might want to have a smoking jacket, things of that nature. So they have a reserved locker for you, and you keep all that stuff there, so you don't have to drag it with you. Then you also have access to so many cigars per month as part of your membership. So that's the best example that I have from my experiences of talking about the lounges. But yeah, TWP, if I miss anything, let the people know.
Yeah, because I see here on your posts, Wax Friday nights, this is how you're using Buy Me a Coffee. This is one of the posts on the post section.
And like he said, he's teaching classes. They have, in the cigar lounge, they have cigar rolling classes. They teach you how to roll your own cigar. So
tell us about what you're doing there at Cure Lounge in your area and how that balances with Buy Me a Coffee, or how you're using Buy Me a Coffee. It's a free website.
Yeah, like, because TWP is not the same weed, man, that G. Albert and Nikki, this chick was using back in the late 70s, early 80s.
You forgot Micro Farmer. I'm sure he was.
Yeah, they weren't like looking around.
I run a which is like an hour to a 2-hour long program every time I'm in there. So I'm offering people wax samples, and then as they come through for samples and all that good stuff, I'm just basically explaining to them what concentrates are and giving them options on how they can use it and the more benefits of it versus, smoking regular flower.
Nice. So I love it.
The older people that I run into, they're more into vaping because it's a lot more discreet than, running around smelling like that loud pack.
Well, Rainbow Green Hand says the plant is a medicine. And of course, Micro Farmer says, I'm so glad you guys are bringing this up. Talk about cannabis. Absolutely. Because like you're saying, it is medicine, and it's not just about a loud pack, right?
I see Micro Farmer right now listening to Peter Tosh bobbing his head.
Thank you, Gail at Night, for dropping the link for people to see how to start their Buy Me a Coffee page. Remember, y'all, one reason why we also promote it, it's a great affiliate site, which means that if you go to that YouTube link right there, there are instructions to show you how to simply click on the 3 dots. I'll show you on your page right now, TWP Popcorn. If we go to the top, to the very top, the 3 dots at the top right, start a page. When we click on that start a page, the platform buys the person clicking on that a coffee. It buys the person whoever's page is on. Everybody wins, right? It's a no-brainer. And I love the way that you're using this as a business model, because Micro Farmer says, great, bro, show them the way. My customers like the sugar. What does that mean? Because I know you tell us, what does my customers like the sugar? Is that the can of sugar?
It might be some can of sugar, which I actually have up available in my extra section for freebie.
So wait, tell us about the extra section, because we are about to do our first giveaway, y'all. Put in hashtag the home team. And right now, these are some of the cheat codes that he's giving away. We told you all that TWP Popcorn has been a gamer, and he's a gamer of life. So on the extra section, that's where you can sell things. It's your shop. You can also give things away for free. Here we go. How you make can of sugar. We can get this for free. And the nice thing is that on Buy Me a Coffee, when you offer a product for free, it also gives people the option to pay what they want, which means they can buy it for free. But they can also just say, you know what, I appreciate this person.
Give you a virtual tip.
Yes, give you a virtual tip. Yes, Micro Farmer says can of sugar. And Business Talk with Kay is here because he's always talking business. I was looking at Lurking yesterday, Kay. So make sure you put in hashtag the home team, because you might win today's giveaway. Now, tell us more.
Every business begins with K.
Tell us more about the can of sugar, because Micro Farmer has dry cookie mixes where you just add butter and eggs. Thank you, GT Jr.
The good thing about the can of sugar is it's not really hard to make, because you go through and make the butter like you're making butter, but then you also make sugar at the same time, basically. So you can use the same product you're using to make butter to just go through and run with some sugar in a tray, and then that also infuses your sugar.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
It's not
You know
really
what?
a long process.
Say
Oh,
that
so
again.
I said it's not really a long process.
it's kind of like when you're making what's that popcorn where you got the sugar on it?
Kettle corn.
Kettle corn. It's kind of like making the mixture, the concoction for kettle corn with the butter and the sugar. Okay, got you.
Because
But
G
it's
Mama,
infused butter.
yeah, infused. Because G Mama Grows knows about all of this. When you were on here last time, G Mama Grows was like, she's a scientist in her own right. She's a nurse, a retired vet, and all of those good things. But really, she is like you. She grows all things and knows so much about so many things. It's amazing. So we appreciate you for being here and putting in hashtag the home team. We even got yoga with Goga coming in from Kenya, saying
Okay.
hello. Juicing with Jay, putting in hashtag the home team. Go ahead. I'm sorry, TWP Popcorn. Go ahead.
But we also done came up in the game and got me some merch too since my last visit.
Nice.
We got the, and then it's got the buy me a coffee on the back.
Okay, so wait, because this is another way to talk about buy me a coffee, and that's another cheat code. So I'm going to put you on the solo screen so that we can see that shirt a little better, because Yoga with Goga says loves the mailing list that notifies me of today's show. Thank you, Goga. We appreciate that. So let me make
Don't
sure
forget,
that we put you on the full screen, because
text the home team. Text the home team to 757-231-3949. That's 757-231-3949. Text the home team so you can be just like Yoga with Goga and get the alerts when the shows are about to start popping.
Wait a minute. Stand back up, because Corey was talking and I got to show this cheat code. So go. All right. So we see the front of the shirt. You've got your TWP Popcorn logo, and on the back, boom, buymeacoffee.com/TWP Popcorn.
All right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's what's popping.
That's what's popping, because that is what TWP stands for. So thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you, Business Talk with Kay, for putting in hashtag the home team. Y'all, let's get this first giveaway out of the way, because Coach Mary Moss says, yes, Goga, I also received the mail. Thank you all. So this is wonderful, because I did put a post in today on Buy Me a Coffee, the platform. You can put a post in, which will also notify, just like Patreon or just like any other community. It's a very good community to notify folks of what's going on and how they can do this thing. Hey, wait a minute. Danique Anthony wants to win.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Danique Anthony, for the super chat.
Danique, the video film editing freak.
Absolutely. Dropping the coins. All 10 of them. We appreciate you.
All right, Danique Anthony. So are we ready to get these horses off and running?
We are. Y'all know what? Put in hashtag the home team, like Danique Anthony. He just might win, because y'all know he just dropped the coins. Now, while you all are putting in hashtag the home team, I do want you to answer or speak to this. Micro Farmer says, I'm making a killing. I have bartenders that buy his can of sugar at $200 for 2 pounds. They use it in the drinks. So I don't know if that's something you've thought about for Cure Lounge, if that's something that you have, you might want to offer to them, because you're already doing classes there. You're monetizing your business by having people sign up through Buy Me a Coffee, and, basically bouncing the information back and forth so that people can get you at Cure, they can get you at Buy Me a Coffee, and they can learn about you at Cure. They can learn about Cure from Buy Me a Coffee. You tell us, have you thought about that? The bartenders there.
Yeah, like the waitress there that's at Cure. I mean, I'm trying to get her on Buy Me a Coffee, but she's like part-time, and so because then once I get her on Buy Me a Coffee, not only does she buy me a coffee, but then I can expand her business avenue, just being there and walking her through it. Like, here, do this, add this to your menu, boom. She'll be like, man, everybody that come in here now, they tipping on Buy Me a Coffee. And I'm like, yeah, it'll be that easy.
Nice. That's a good thing, because it creates that community, and of course it grows your business in a lot of different ways. People talk about cash, but definitely people are a wonderful asset to have as well. So
Microfarmer, $200 for 2 pounds of sugar. You got something else in there besides cannabis. You ain't telling me.
Say what? TWP Popcorn?
Good cannabis if it's $200 a pound.
Yeah, he got a little that love boat going. That General Sherm.
Well, you know what? He's up north, and so in Massachusetts, maybe it's different. Let's do the first place pony, y'all. If you have already put in hashtag the home team, then you're already in the running. Corey's going to say something. TW Popcorn will say, let's go in some way, and we will see who wins.
All right, TWP Popcorn, I'll make the horse race announcement. When I make the gate sound, bring, then you're going to say, and they're off, okay?
And they're off.
Here we go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another run of the Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life Live. First place Pony Derby. All the jockeys are mounted and ready to ride. TWP Popcorn.
Wait, you got to add General Sherm in there because DJ is said General Sherm.
That's what I said earlier.
Right, that's what I mean. You got to.
I'll get it in there afterwards. TWP Popcorn. What do you say to the buds on your cannabis plants when they're finally ripe? Bring.
And they off.
All right, we've got Fr. Humphrey, G. Albert, Coach Mary, Mom, Papa G, Yoga Goga, Juice with J, DJ is Juice with J, The Everyday Life of an OCD is Jake, GT Junior Girls with Alaska, Bougie Prepper, Business Cake, GT Junior.
Came riding up on his horse, General Sherm, and won the race.
Say that again, TWP Popcorn.
Bro, y'all know JT Junior out here doing it.
Even in Alaska. Look, yes, he is doing it. So
he's selling cannabis popsicles.
Can of pops.
Yeah, can of pops.
So we've got a first place pony winner. You get bragging rights. You weren't first in the chat, but you get first place bragging rights for today. And you know, Micro Farmer is saying, go and look for the prices online. I'm the cheapest you're going to get. Instead, Popcorn, giving it away for free. Laugh out loud. Well, look, he just giving away the recipe. He ain't giving away the can of sugar.
You gotta definitely offer a few free things, so then when they find something useful, then they'll buy something else.
That's it. That's the way to do it, right? Can you please congratulate, right along with the Everyday Life of an OCD chick, Coach Mary Ma, GT Junior Grows in Alaska, and G Mama Grows. Please congratulate GT Junior while everybody subscribes for winning first place pony.
All right, congratulations, GT Junior Grows in Alaska. You know, you made a big win today. Go on over there to that Buy Me a Coffee, pick you up all 3 of the free extras.
All right.
Nice. Thank you. You know what Micro Farmer says? Yep, there's a cannabis ice pop.
All right, so guys, it's time for us to take a coffee break. So we're gonna buy me a coffee. We're gonna take a coffee break to thank the sponsors. So we're gonna put TWP Popcorn back into the green room where he can enjoy some cannabis Coke, Coca-Cola, and some cannabis coated kettle corn.
Oh, you're doing a lot. All right, TWP, we'll see you soon, okay? All right.
This broadcast is powered by StreamYard and by viewer support by members like you. If you want to be down with the Blind Guys Wife Their Life home team, go to blindguyswife.com, and when you get there, bum rush the button. Don't forget to click the green coffee cup so she can say,
what you doing?
I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. I'm fitting to do like Micro Farmer and stir up some infused butter and sugar like coffee.
Absolutely. Once you're there, you know what to do. This is the way you join the home team. We do thank you all for buying us coffees. If you have not joined the platform, we do thank you all for joining the platform of Buy Me a Coffee. We have a very large team right now. And so, of course, when you click the green coffee cup, you can always buy us 1, 3, or 5 coffees. Corey's been blind over 25 years. And so we always put in 25 to show the example. But if you go to the opportunities page, scroll right down and you will see how to start your own Buy Me a Coffee page, aka a virtual tip jar right there. And of course, we have sponsors that have chosen to take a deep dive and sponsor us. And at this time, we definitely want to thank them.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by promotional considerations paid for by the following unmuted sponsors.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks. Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University.
Supreme sponsor, Hampton Mosaic Festival. Supreme sponsor, Portsmouth Behavioral Healthcare Services. Supreme sponsor, Over the Top, WME. Supreme sponsor, Alternate Roots.
New member, Coach Mary Ma. New member, the J. Jordan.
You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
All right, y'all, we are back, and we got to bring our guest back in because there's another giveaway coming. And if you're not making money with cannabis, cash, and coffee, then today is the life for you. Now, if you want to make cash just as a business owner, just as an entrepreneur, if you have a small business, a large business, the platform that we're talking about today really, oh my goodness, it trumps, it oversells, it beats Patreon by a milestone. They've just crossed 1 million users, and so the platform continues to grow and get better.
So it's time to bring in our special guest to talk more about how he's using Buy Me a Coffee to run his business. He is the Inflator Supreme. He keeps everybody flying higher than David Hunt's voice when he's singing Ribbon in the Sky. It's time to bring back the man of the hour with the cannabis power. He's selling you he's selling you lemon and sour. It's none other than TWP Popcorn.
Get in here. Welcome back. How are you?
Introduction, Corey. Always a great introduction.
Thank you. So, man, you're, like I said, just so people that might just be tuning in, just so people know that, we were teasing earlier, like, back in the days in the early 1950s when G. Albert was out there in the streets, and back in the 1968 when Nikki was rocking her afro and her dashiki out there, and they had to go, get some product. They were used to going up to, knocking on the door. The person, they look around, then they slide hands, and they're doing an exchange. But we've gotten beyond that now here in a lot of states that cannabis is now legal, and you're showing people how to make that once illicit trade a legal, honorable, profitable business using Buy Me a Coffee. So you've been talking about some cheat codes that you've been using. So what else do you think people need to know when it comes to Buy Me a Coffee and running their business through that platform?
Well, I mean, it's actually set up to be very useful if you already run a business. So then you can put most of your products and services right there on the Buy Me a Coffee site itself. So where now when you're out and about, you just send people straight to your Buy Me a Coffee, and they'll start running into everything that they were looking for.
So that means on your site, right? I come here and I'm on the home screen. There are different tabs, and I've already clicked extras because extras is like the shop. Of course, the posts, that's where you can communicate with everyone. You can send them information. And I love that you're so active here. This is how I keep up with other content creators. Tori's Brain Games, he always posts on Buy Me a Coffee. I don't know if he's using the app or what he's using, but I love it that you put informational posts here. But then, of course, like you post, when you're hosting your classes. But then if somebody has a business, like you're saying, you have a business, products and services goes under extras. I know that Buy Me a Coffee recently changed it, so you can call it shop. I changed mine to shop. You kept yours as extras. And here you have free downloads. You have things that people can purchase as well, like setting up rec growing. It's $50, but it's $30 for members. So we can add special prices. So that way, if a business wants an easy way to offer discounts to members or special perks, this is how a business owner, like you said, if you already have a business, you can really maximize that opportunity.
No, that's and I just thought about this here recently after my incident in the hospital where I was accused of being a smoker of the marijuana.
Was it THC or CBD? G. Albert is putting in
THC. But one thing that you definitely, and we can talk about this offline, TWP, I recently found out, through my employment at a local entity here in one of the cities here in Virginia, that they are now making.
Why you just didn't say I just found out at work?
They're making allowances for city employees to actually, if they get tested, to have actual proof that they need medicinal marijuana. So I'm saying that to say is there might be some room for some consulting there to different city entities and places where it is legal, so that people understand what medicinal properties marijuana has. So that's just a little tidbit to expand your offerings on Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah, definitely, because our endocannabinoid system, we don't always talk about that. I mean, it's proven that terpenes affect the way you feel. It's like why you eat plants in general.
So here's the thing, because Lashes Journey is in here showing love, the everyday life of an OCD chick, and everybody is saying hello to everybody, but they all have businesses as well. Lashes Journey, the everyday life of an OCD chick, Coach Mary Ma, Juicing with Jay, right? And so Juicing with Jay was saying, nice, once we were showing like how you can add your products and services here. And so I noticed that you always, like, you seem like a regular guy, but then you start talking like a scientist. So I'm like, well, are you a regular scientist? Are you a scientist guy? Like, you know so much because you talk about the terps, you talk about the endocannabinoids. Here we can get a third eye strange genetic list. All these different things that you talk about. How did you learn so much? Is it experience? Are you a life learner?
He is from Wakanda.
Well,
How did you become this?
originally, popcorn was a natural gamer, so I grew up playing Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and that just got me used to leveling up and beating games. So then, whenever I got tired of playing games, because you win so many games, but then you look around, what are you actually doing in real life? So now let's take real life and apply the game strategies to that. Cheat codes and level up. You see what I'm saying? We find information; those are the cheat codes, right? And then we use the information to level up. Let's go ahead and figure out how we're gonna do this, and then get it done.
Nice. I love it. So here's the thing, y'all. This is a 1 hour show. We're winding down to the top of the hour, which means we're almost ready for our second giveaway. Go ahead and put in hashtag TWP popcorn all together. His name is scrolling down there at the bottom of the screen. Coach Mary Ma is saying Wakanda forever. And Juicing with Jay is like, let me see what's going on here.
And while they're putting in hashtag TWP popcorn, I got one for you, TWP. You talking about video games and cheat codes. Remember this one for Super Contra, up, down, left, right, BA, start, select. Okay, you get 100 men for Super Contra.
Wow. Y'all guys
be ready to run and gun.
Yep.
So let's talk about some more of these cheat codes, because I notice here on Buy Me a Coffee, it's a membership platform, so that the nice thing is that people don't have to become a member. People can just click on support. So that way somebody can just buy you some popcorn, right? 1, 3, 5, or like I said, Corey's been blind 25 years. For ours, we always use the example of 25, and it shows how you're supporting this content. So the nice thing about Buy Me a Coffee versus Patreon, you don't have to be a member. People can it literally is your virtual tip jar. You can set up memberships. Any other cheat codes that you'd like to talk about? Because I see your wish list here, and you got people have donated to the wish list on both the items that you have there. You've got your commissions where people can actually hire you to do a certain thing. So you tell us any of the other cheat codes and the ways that you're using Buy Me a Coffee.
Well, I'm basically just using it for whatever it offers. I mean, they offer a lot, so I'm using it for whatever they have to the maximum. That's why I said I keep up on the updates, because it's like me getting a new superpower. And I'm definitely trying to be out here with the cape floating in the wind, like, hey, look at me, because I'm winning.
Yes. And people are putting in hashtag TWP popcorn, which means they also want to win. So thank you, FR Humphrey. Thank you, Juicing with Jay. Let us know what is the prize for today's winner of the second giveaway, because G Albert has put in hashtag TWP popcorn, caramel candy with CBD and
Let's see. I do believe I will have some stickers coming out, probably not next week, but the week after. So we could do a sticker and maybe a sample giveaway or something. But that might be to somebody in a nice state, depending on where you live.
Nice. I love it. All right, good. So y'all keep putting in hashtag TWP popcorn. Of course, you all know what you can do. You can follow him on Buy Me a Coffee. Put in buymeacoffee.com/TWP popcorn. One cheat code that I wanted to talk about is that with Buy Me a Coffee, a lot of people will think, well, I'm on someone else's platform, right? But when you're on Facebook, they do have Facebook Marketplace. When you're on Instagram, it is a marketplace as well. Buy Me a Coffee is the same thing and so much more. So instead of just being you can sell this one thing or these things, you have all the other options here because they've rolled out wish lists, commissions, and gifting memberships since I've been a member. Like they continue to add things. Like right now, they do have memberships, but you can also gift memberships, whereas you couldn't do that before. Do that again.
I said I gift a lot of memberships. I was getting ready to change off from y'all's level to a gifted level.
Nice.
I had to talk to y'all about later, but yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely, I do like that because in order to actually gain more members, you can gift out memberships, which builds up your social proof either way it goes. We use that as the ultimate cheat code, is our social proof. Meaning I already have 10 members, so the next 10 people that see that I already have 10 members are going to sign up faster.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that herd mentality. They see a lot of people. If you go out somewhere and you ride by, you see a lot of people congregating in a certain area, looking like they're having fun. You're like, hey, let me just stop by and check out what's going on over there. So
exactly, and that's
herd mentality.
Ultimate cheat code that I use right there, leveraging my social proof. And that's why when I figured out that you can gift memberships, I wasn't worried about how much money I could get. I was worried about how many people were going to accept and go ahead and say, yeah, I'm a member.
Absolutely. Because, the power of community is really big right now. Of course, we all know the algorithms are changing, and it's not so much about followers as much as it is about your community, which is why Buy Me a Coffee is a great platform to have your own community and also to network with other communities. Because like you're saying, you leverage the communities that you're a part of. It all works together so that when you're at Cure, the lounge where you're working and create your offering the courses there, teaching those courses, they can also go back to Buy Me a Coffee and say, oh, here's a place where we can tap in and stay in touch. Speaking of the things
book themselves for an event that they're having.
Say that one more time.
Here Friday and Saturday, I need you on a slow Tuesday. Catch.
So that's the way. G. Albert is saying, too bad David is not on today. David Hunt, that means more for us, right, Corey, with the caramel candy?
There you go. All right, so we ready to do the second giveaway?
Not quite, because Rainbow Green Hands has put in TWP, #TWP popcorn, but we've got to say hello to folks that are coming in from Germany.
AJ.
Yes, we know that this time of day has been very busy for you, so we don't mind you missing. We understand that life is life. You're enjoying it over there. Y'all know AJ is road tripping, lives in a van, and travels and works, and he's working off the government, making money, good money. And he told us how when he was live here. So
off the government.
Yes, off the government. Thousands of dollars, y'all, not hundreds, thousands. So he says he's gonna stay single, but
you ain't find the right heifer with the self-advice.
Let's get back to the users of Buy Me a Coffee, because I told you I keep up with a lot of Tori's brain on Buy Me a Coffee. He posts a lot there, and I know that you use the posts a lot in the same way that Tori's brain uses the post. When we go to the post, you can post your YouTube videos there. You can post memes. You can post educational content like you have here. You can post whatever you're doing, your courses and things like that. So I do want to ask another question, because Business Talk with Kay says, I missed half the stream. Which platform are you guys talking about? So let's give him a quick overview of not just how the posts work, but you tell Business Talk with Kay about the benefits of Buy Me a Coffee, what it is, how you're using it. Go ahead, TWP.
Yeah, we start off with the basics, which is the virtual tip jar. So anytime I'm anywhere or on YouTube, I drop my Buy Me a Coffee link, so that gets people sent right back to my Buy Me a Coffee. It helps me monetize everywhere. So anything I do, I always drop my Buy Me a Coffee link in there so people can just automatically come to my Buy Me a Coffee site, because they'll run into it at some point if they're paying attention. So then, we got our memberships. Shout out to the members. I know that Jay Jordan's is my last person that joined my membership. Shouts out to him. He got his for a full year, so he only had to pay for 10 months.
And that's built in through the platform. They give you a discount if you pay by the year, right?
Yes, ma'am. And I set it up to where, hey, if you want to be smart and pay ahead, go ahead, pay me for the full year. And I'm getting ready to set up my lifetime membership, but I don't know exactly where to put that at yet. So, because they have that on here too. People can go ahead and donate and pay for a lifetime membership, so they can always say they have access to your members' benefits. They just support you. They was there.
Nice.
So then, we got the extras, the commissions. Then we also have, the wish list. I mean, all around great too. We use Buy Me a Coffee more than anything because it's simple and easy to apply to everything. Once you set up your link, you just make sure you share it.
And from what you've said, like you have a Patreon, but once you found Buy Me a Coffee, it was so much easier. They have a mobile app. So you were like, let me get on this. Let me stay on this. And of course, for everybody watching, y'all know I'm the Buy Me a Coffee master. So if you need help, Rambo, contact me, right? I got you. I've done lots of consultations to get people because Rambo says, I need to fix mine watching this. Look, this is the reason why we've got him on here because he's doing the thing with Buy Me a Coffee. Speaking of doing the thing, AJ's road tripping says 1 year here and still dodging heifers like a pro athlete. You're doing the thing.
All right.
We do have to thank somebody for dropping some coins, Corey. We got a grandpa, used to be an uncle, but now he's a grandpa on the block.
Grandpa, Uncle Stu on the block.
Boom. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. We're winding down to the last part of the hour. So make sure you put in hashtag TWP popcorn because he has a final giveaway. You all see he has a lot of content on his channel. So be sure to put in hashtag TWP popcorn. But you paid your way, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block. So you just might win. We'll see what we can do for you.
All right. So what's going to happen is TWP. I'm going to count you in 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to just say TWP popcorn. Are y'all ready?
We're almost ready because G. Albert is saying, hurry up, going to go to the Community Civic Center to play some bid whist, and then after we'll send some folks to Boston and play some spades. That old man talk.
For real. Next week you're talking about playing checkers in the park and the giant chess pieces and all that good stuff.
Now, here's the thing. Coach Mary Ma says, yes, LaQuita just set up mine. I did help the Jay Jordan with his Buy Me a Coffee as well. I helped G Mama Grows. My whole thing is, y'all, we all can win. We all have communities of people that want us to win. So if you need help with your Buy Me a Coffee, definitely go to blindguyhiswife.com. There's a consultation page there. Send us an email. If you are a regular follower of this channel, just send me an email. That way, you don't have to fill out the consultation form because you can get a free consultation like Uncle Stu, the old man on the block. If you need to, come through. Of course, if you just need to stay in touch, text these words, the home team, to
757-231-3949
to get alerts.
757-231-3949.
Yep, stay in the loop just that way. So far, people are subscribing to TWP Popcorn's YouTube channel because you do show us a lot of grow tactics from a lot of different creators about food, about indoor growing with cannabis. You also teach us about growing our content. You're like an indoor, outdoor growing person because you're growing everything.
I got a t-shirt concept for you, TWP. A t-shirt slogan: use your hose to grow. That's HOES, garden tool. Mm-hmm. All right, so you ready to count it in?
Yes, we're just about ready to count it in because Gail at Night did put the consultation link, whereas Rambo Green's hand says he's going to be emailing us. So definitely email admin@blindguyhiswife.com. I do answer those emails, so you will hear from me. Look at G. Albert. He says his wedding ring is real loose from losing weight because he's asking Corey after losing all that weight. After losing all that weight, did you lose your wedding ring?
That's why I don't wear mine anymore because when I did lose weight, I went to wash my hands and it was getting ready to go down the drain. But it was at work and they had one of those strainers in the drain, so it didn't go down. So I said, I used to wear it on a necklace, but somebody stole the necklace, and so I just don't wear it anymore. It's in my jewelry box, in a shrine in my jewelry box.
Yeah, and plus we would take our rings off a lot.
Drums too, so yeah, playing hand drums, you don't want to wear rings and damage the drum or the ring. So
yeah, so they were always off and on. Look at Rambo laughing in there. All right, so and G. Albert is looking for trouble this morning. Anything else that you want to tell folks about Buy Me a Coffee, about your content? Because your grow content, we can ask you pretty much any question and you seem to always have the answer, right?
I try to study.
Let me ask you this: should we uh, follow you by simply going to buy me a coffee? Let's see, going to extras. If we get something free, if we download something free like indoor garden tips, then what can happen is we can automatically see your posts, especially if we download the Buy Me a Coffee app, right?
Yeah, it'll definitely take you to the extra thing, but then it'll have you locked in on my member section. Well, not the members, but it'll give me your email so I can actually give you a free member. So then whenever I am posting, I do let people see what I'm posting. Because like I
Right.
said, I gift memberships just so people can see what I'm actually doing. And then that gives them a members discount anyways on if anything they buy after that.
Nice. So it does give us an inside there as well. And then we can subscribe to your YouTube channel. We can definitely download something for free on Buy Me a Coffee and then check out the content. So that way, if we want consultation, if we want to purchase products, all of those things, we can tap in that way as well. Let's go to the giveaway. Go ahead, say that again.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Let's finish this up with the giveaway because a lot of people have already put it in hashtag TWP popcorn. If you have not, this is your final opportunity, chance. What else? What's another word?
That's it. Use them all. Final
Time.
opportunity, final time, final chance, last call for alcohol.
Boom, all of that. All right, Corey, what will you say and what will he say?
I'll say 3, 2, 1, and TWP Popcorn will say TWP Popcorn. Ready? 3, 2, 1, blast off.
TWP Popcorn.
All right, we've got FR Humphrey, Coach Mary Ma, Danique Anthony, Juicing with Jay, AGS Road Trip, and Danique Anthony, Rainbow Green Hands, Juicing with Jay, Rainbow Green Hands, Gale at Night, AGS Road Trip, and Juicing with Jay, Danique Anthony. AJ is road tripping. Oh man, Bougie Prepper almost got in there, and Uncle Stu almost did as well. But Gale at Night said,
AJ for the first one, AJ for the second one. Okay, Bros is in the house today.
All right.
absolutely wonderful. Congratulations.
AJ. Hey, you know we're gonna be road tripping.
That's it. That's it. AJ is road tripping. Tap into TWP Popcorns. Buy me a coffee. Just click on the link, and that way he can gift you something from his site. Bougie Prepper is congratulating him, and so is Rambo Green Hands. You know, we do have one final question for you before you go today.
TWP Popcorn. What fruits and vegetables have you eaten or do you plan to eat today?
Well, let's see. I had some strawberries, a couple blackberries, I think some potatoes, because those are somewhat of a fruit for me. So,
So
I think it was a fruit. They sweet for me. So,
what was that?
I said my potatoes always seem sweet for me. So,
Yeah. So we counted up. So LaQuita Marie, if he's following his phase 100 track, that would be what?
Did he say 3? Did he name 3?
He said, yeah, he named blackberries, strawberries, and potatoes.
Oh, right. So that's 15 points because for every fruit or vegetable that you eat, you get 5 points. And so that's 15 points because you had 3 different items, 3 different fruits or vegetables. And so, yeah, you're on your way to become a plant powered titan, which is 50 points. You're a plant powered titan. So, yeah.
So
we can add more points for my other breakfast.
That's what I'm gonna say is other vegetation.
You know, my leafy breakfast.
That was too processed. Let me tell you, the winner of today's second giveaway, AJ's Road Trip, and Gale at Night has dropped his channel link. And I had this on the screen so that if anybody can translate, Osgarichnik. What does that mean, Corey? AUSGER TWP Popcorn. What does that mean?
I'm certain, so I don't know that one.
It means I won.
Well, Hugo Homestead, please, do you speak German? Help us out. Translate. We are about to get out of here with our plant-based treat, but of course, Juicing with Jay is congratulating AJ as Road Tripper for winning today. And we're going to definitely, Rambo Greenhand says that's 100 points because the leaves are green.
Yeah, and Rambo Green Hands, when you send that email to admin@blindguyswife.com, put in the subject field
Absolutely. Y'all, if you need help with your Buy Me a Coffee with setting it up and you're a regular on this channel, just email me, admin@blindguyhiswife.com. I'll set up a consultation. It'll take us about 30 minutes, a little bit longer if you want to do more stuff, but we got you covered.
All right. Well, we're going to put TWP Popcorn backstage in the green room to get himself ready for today's plant-based treat because he might use this at Cure one day. So now it's time.
Wait a minute. You got to see if he has any last words because Denique Anthony is laughing to my Corey. I don't know.
Y'all make sure y'all catch tonight's live premiere at 6 p.m. at a regular, consistent Popcorn Post. Y'all know I'm a consistent poster, so.
So wait, will you be posting from Cure tonight? Because I know you do classes there.
Yeah, I won't be in Cure till Friday night, but I might go live this week there too, because it be popping in there.
Nice.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you for that insight. We will see you soon, and we'll get into our plant-based treat. Hang out in the green room, okay?
All right.
All right. Y'all know we are not fruit hoodlums. We are not vigilantes. We just want you to get your faves, fruits and vegetables, every spread. We even have a free worksheet that you can download from our Buy Me a Coffee site. So definitely check that out. And Corey.
It's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
Getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables every day. And of course, if you love cannabis, cash, and coffee, you will love today's plant-based treat.
Brownie bites. Yum.
All right, let's get started with a cup of dates. I've taken the pit out. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of oats.
Oats are full of antioxidants that reduce heart disease, fight cancer, and skin irritations.
Blend these two right now.
Dates have fiber that lowers your cholesterol. They're protein rich, which strengthens your bones and muscles.
You see how it's like evenly blended and it's kind of sticky now because of those dates. The dates are pure sugar. I'm going to add like a teaspoon of cinnamon, our turmeric.
Turmeric relieves inflammation like arthritis and IBS. It fights viruses like the flu.
2 heaping tablespoons of cacao powder.
Cacao powder is packed with flavonoids, which lowers blood pressure, improves blood flow to the brain and heart, and prevents blood clots.
About a tablespoon over there, tablespoon over there. Our walnuts.
Add 1 to 1.5 cups of walnuts.
Thick and clumpy. Let's get some of those things broken down here. Right? Oh, now that's what we want. Now this looks dry, but as you can see, it sticks together in clumps because those dates are in there. This particular almond butter.
Add 4 tablespoons of almond butter, or you can use peanut butter or sun butter.
Almond butter has vitamin E for heart health and plenty of fiber, which aids in digestion, lowers cholesterol, and regulates blood pressure.
Sometimes I add honey if it's not sticking together. Honey is the one food that lasts forever.
Add about 2 tablespoons of honey. It's optional.
And it stays. Boom.
We added mini chocolate chips. It's optional. I like how they were chewy like brownies.
I like how they were chocolatey. To me, they tasted like a chocolate brownie.
All right. Thank you for that, you all. You have been a wonderful set of audience members today. Thank you for all the questions. And thank you, Gail at Night, for the translation. She says, Oscar Nick means of all things. Of all things, he won today. So
okay,
thank you for that.
See, that's what happens. You like Gail, you get flued out to places. You learn different languages.
Y'all know Gail.
You snatch like Gail, you get flued out.
When you snatched and you are talented, yeah, they flew you out. Like you get flued out, you learn a lot of stuff.
You get flued out to Germany, Gail.
Rainbow Green Hands says his mouth is tingling with all those ingredients. Yes, we like to. Y'all know we love hypernutrition, as Dr. Brooke Goldner says, where you try to get as much nutrition into every meal, snack, whatever time you're eating. Make sure you're not just eating one thing that's just going to give you one vitamin or mineral. Make it hyper nutritious. Thank you, Coach Mary Ma, saying yum, yum. And Denique Anthony, Corey is blind. His eyes don't work. He is not reading the screen. Don't mess up no checks.
What do you say?
He says, Corey reading the screen.
No.
Y'all make sure you definitely visit plantbasedtreats.org.
I'm not going to read it off the screen.
Because we got to get out of here. How do we leave tonight? because we've got to say deuces, and we've got to say something about Gale at Night, because like Coach Mary Ma says, Gale at Night is phenomenal. Thanks for everything, Queen. Oh, AJ is road tripping, flew me out. That's how she got the translation. Just kidding. We know. All right, Corey, how do we say deuces for today? Thank you also to all of our super chatters, Danique Anthony and Uncle Stu, the old man on the block.
We're gonna say goodbye the same way Gail gets. We're gonna say goodbye the same way Gail at Night says goodbye. When she's pretending that she gets flued out a lot, but she used Google Translate to actually find out what that meant in German. She says deuces.